Perfect. Perfect.
For the past 8 years, we heard so many stories about Bitcoin and people getting rich off of Bitcoin. The whole story of the rise of cryptocurrencies was everywhere in the media. Bitcoin is considered by many the most groundbreaking invention of the 21st century after the internet. What we know, or what most of us know from the media, is that Bitcoin is a digital currency created in January 2009. The reason why it became so big is because it offers services that are not provided or not possible in other currencies. 11 years later, we don't know much about Bitcoin, and there's a lot that the media doesn't cover about this mysterious currency. In this video, I will list the top 10 interesting Bitcoin facts that you probably didn't know about. Number 1. The inventor of Bitcoin is a mystery. As strange as this might sound, the inventor of Bitcoin is still unknown. However, the Bitcoin white paper was made open to the public under the name of Satoshi Nakamoto. The identity of Satoshi is still yet to be solved. When the Bitcoin blew up several years ago, many people came forward claiming that they have invented Bitcoin themselves. Some people, like Greg Wright, an Australian businessperson who in May 2016 claimed to be the inventor of Bitcoin. However, years later, it has been confirmed that he is not the inventor of Bitcoin and has no direct connection to the real inventors of Bitcoin. Number 2, there will only be 21 million bitcoins. Unlike money, there is a set number of bitcoin that does not change and will never change. With money, we can print the amount we need or the amount that will contribute to the economy. If you think about it, it's one of the things that makes Bitcoin so special. It's like gold. The amount of gold in our planet doesn't change and will never change. Number 3, Bitcoin can't be banned. Due to the nature of Bitcoin, there is constant talk about banning it. This hostility towards Bitcoin is because it works outside the authority of the traditional banking system. However, the fundamental design is such that can't be banned, only regulated. As long as you have an internet connection and a Bitcoin wallet, you can engage in Bitcoin. There are many countries that have tried banning it, like Bolivia, Thailand, and Vietnam. However, there are many countries like Australia, Russia, and Japan which have made Bitcoin as an official legal tender and are regulating it. Number 4. When you think about how amazing Bitcoin is and how much it changed the economical structure and will probably continue to change in the future, you would think that the first purchase ever made using a Bitcoin was something out of the ordinary. But actually, it was a pizza. Initially, when bitcoins were mined, they were virtually worthless, as it used to cost cents to buy one bitcoin. But it wasn't until May 22nd, 2010 when someone purchased something with bitcoins. And to this day, May 22nd is celebrated as Bitcoin Pizza Day. 7 years ago, on this exact date, someone bought 2 Papa John's pizzas for 10,000 bitcoins. That was the first official documented purchase using bitcoins. At the time I am recording this video, 10,000 bitcoins are worth more than $91. Number 5. The ways you can make money from Bitcoin are endless. Unlike other currencies where trading is mostly all they do with it, the ways you can make money from Bitcoin are the following: mining and selling mining hardware and selling Bitcoin graphics card. Number 6. There are Bitcoin ATMs. Bitcoin ATMs are now available worldwide, with the United States having more ATMs than all countries in the world combined. Currently, it is estimated that there are more than 2,000 ATMs in the United States alone. Number 7. Remember when we talked about that there could only be 20 million Bitcoins ever? 17 million of the 21 million is now in existence, meaning the estimated year that the last Bitcoin will be mined is the year 2140, based on Bitcoin block having a dividing frequency of 4 years. Number 8. If you lose your Bitcoin private key, you lose your Bitcoins. If you don't know what a private key is, it is a secret number that allows Bitcoin to be spent. Every Bitcoin wallet contains one or more private keys which are saved in the wallet file. The strange thing about private keys is that it would require a lot of computing power to break into. Breaking someone's private key is almost impossible. The computers we have today are not able to solve such mathematical equations. Number 9. Everything has a downside, including Bitcoin. Relating to the previous point, if you lose your Bitcoin private keys, you lose your Bitcoins. An IT guy named James lost 7,500 Bitcoins in November 2013 while he was cleaning at his home. He accidentally threw away his hard disk containing the private keys of Bitcoins which he had mined in 2010. He didn't realize losing it until he read the news of a man who made a fortune by buying Bitcoin at a low price. Right after realizing what happened, he searched everywhere for his hard disk but didn't find it. Sadly, that day he lost his biggest opportunity to become a billionaire without knowing. Today, 7,500 Bitcoins is worth more than $96 million. Number 10. I left the craziest facts till the end, and that is Bitcoin has been sent to space. In 2016, the cryptocurrency became the first to make it out of Earth's atmosphere and into space. Cloud provider Genesis Mining tied a Bitcoin paper wallet and a 3D model of Bitcoin to a weather balloon, using a GoPro to track its progress. Successful transactions were carried out at 20 and 34 kilometers altitude. I personally have no idea why would someone want to do something like that, or what was the reason.
What was the reason?
But I thought it would be an interesting fact to include in this list. If you are still watching the video, and I hope that you are, I would love to add one bonus point that didn't get to fit in the 10 points I already mentioned. I added this point because I thought it was interesting enough to be on this list. The last interesting / crazy fact is that 90% of existing Bitcoin's addresses have less than 0.1 Bitcoins. If you don't know what that means, it basically means that most people who own Bitcoins are almost anonymous. If you think about it, it is terrifying. The number of people with Bitcoins remain worthless compared to the number of humans living on Earth. This is also an important distinction to be made within the Bitcoin world itself. All this shows that the wealth of Bitcoins is concentrated in the hands of a very small handful of individuals. Among the 10% of people with more than 0.1 Bitcoins, there is a small club. This club is formed by the Bitcoin whales. If you don't know what Bitcoin whales are, they are the investors who hold a large number of digital assets, meaning they have to have around 1,000 Bitcoin. And there are even bigger whales who have more than 10,000 Bitcoins. This last fact definitely makes you think of how big the world we live in. Now that I finally finished the 11 points I wanted to mention, if you liked the video I made, a like will be very much appreciated, and feel free to use the comments section if you have other interesting unknown facts about Bitcoin to share. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you soon.